Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an exciting night of Hotel California action. Tonight in the American League 1978 replay, American League style, we'll have you, the Baltimore Orioles, taking on the Kansas City Royals, and then afterwards, stay tuned. The only undefeated team in the American League, the Boston Red Sox, will take on the Cleveland Indians from Cleveland. So we'll go to Royal Stadium and then we'll go to Municipal Stadium. This is a late night games. These are Hotel California style. We're playing Strat PC. Stay tuned for an exciting night of action. Let's go and get you out to the games and then we'll take you down to baseball. Let's make sure we can get you to live action here. It's going a little bit on a little bit of a delay. Come on, dude, let's go. Come on. Give me 1 second as my. There it is. The system has decided to come out and play. We'll go ahead and get this started. For the Royals defensively, Joe Zeb in left field, Otis in center, and Cowens in right. That's still a pretty good outfield. That's a total of 6 in the outfield. Possible 12. That's about above average. Around the infield is Brett, Patek, White, and Hurdle. That's a 9 out of a possible 16. That's about above ask because Brett and Patek are 2s. White is a 1. Hurdles to 4. Behind the plate is Daryl Porter, 2E2. That's good. On the mound is the overall starter, Dennis Leonard. He is a 300 inning pitcher. He's 1-0 on the replay. 9 innings of work, 7 hits, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. For the Orioles, it will be Bunbury, Smith, Singleton, Murray, May, Harlow, DeCinces, Belanger, and Skaggs does the catching. Let's play ball here from KC. I'll go ahead and run both teams just so we got a fair game here. So Dennis Leonard on the mound. He looks into Bunbury. Bunbury is 3 for 15. Here's the pitch. That will be a line drive base hit for Bunbury, so he's on. So let's see if they decide to run with Bunbury here. Bunbury gets it on at 75%, and he gets picked off. How about that? So Al Bunbury gets picked off. Let's see if that pickoff will be allowed. It should not have been allowed, to be honest. It was a 2 through 8, comma 12, which means he has no pickoffs on there. So I'm going to go ahead and booth review it and call it a no pickoff. Bunbury was not picked off that year. He did not have a pickoff rating, so he'll continue to stay at first. Here's Billy Smith. He's 1 for 1. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Billy Smith. And he gets a line drive caught by White as Bunbury holds. Here's Ken Singleton. Boy, what a start he's had. Just Earl Weaver not playing him against lefties. 9 at bats, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Leonard from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Singleton. And that will be a fly ball to right field. Cowens is there, makes the catch. Here in Kansas City, 1 to 14 are your singles on this turf, but only 1 to 3 on the home runs. Not a home run friendly park. Here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray, hitting .438, 2 doubles and an RBI. Leonard from the stretch, and here's the pitch. And that will be a line drive base hit for Murray. Bunbury to second, and the Orioles got 2 on and 2 outs. Here is Lee May, 16 at bats, a double, and 2 ribbies, struggling on the onset. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout as Dennis Leonard gets out of the inning. 1/2 inning of play. Baltimore nothing. Here come the Royals. For the Orioles defensively, that's Bunbury, Harlow, Singleton, all 3s. That's a 9 out of a possible 12. That is below average. DeCinces, Belanger, Smith, Murray. That totals is an 8. So that is really good out of a possible 16. Behind the plate is Skaggs, 3E8. Pitcher is Mike Flanagan. No record, 3.38 ERA. Gave up 5 hits in 5 innings. Flanagan, the lefty, will pitch to Patek. It'll be Patek, McCray, and Brett. Cowens, Otis, Porter, Zeb, Hurdle, and White. So Flanagan with the pitch, and here we go. That will be a base hit for Freddie Patek. He's got some speed, so let's see if he wants to go. Gets it on a 3 to 6. Does not get picked off. Let's see if he does, though. It's a 1 to 11. Holds his ground. So Flanagan holds him. And now here's Hal McCray. 3 for 15. Home run and 4 RBIs. Pitch to Hal. And that's a ground ball to third. To Cincey to Smith. To Murray. Double play. And now here's George Brett. 17 at bats. 2 doubles, a triple. 6 RBIs. Hitting 471. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Brett. And that will be a ground ball to third. Good play to Sensei. And we got 3 up, 3 down for the Royals. At the end of 1, no score here in Kansas City. Remember, game 2 with doubleheader comes on right after this. We'll take it to Cleveland. The undefeated Red Sox take on the Indians. Leonard on the mound. Pitches to Larry Harlow, hitting .333, 9 at bats. Harlow from the windup and the pitch. That will be a strikeout for Leonard. So here's the Sensei. Hitting .235, home run and 2 ribbies. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to the Sensei. That's a fly ball to center. Otis comes in, makes the catch, 2 outs. And here's Mark Belanger. 14 at bats, nothing across, hitting .71. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a pop up to short. Patek is there, makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the second of no score. Cowens, Otis, Porter. So Cowens the bat. Mike Flanagan, the lefty on the mound. Here's the pitch to Cowens. And that will be a fly ball left field. Tough play for Bumber. He comes in, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Right now, here is Amos Otis, the center fielder. Flanagan with the windup. Here's the pitch to Otis. And that'll be a base hit left field for Otis. Now, this Royal team can run. So let's see if they can. 33%. There he goes. And he's safe. So Otis steals second. Runner on second. 1 out for Porter. Porter hitting .273. A home run and 5 ribbies. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Porter. And that's going to fly ball to center. That's at Harlow. Can Harlow make the catch? He does. And Otis will have to hold, I believe. 2 outs with the runner on second. Oh, he can go. He's going to go to third. There's the throw, not in time. Otis almost gets there without even a throw. Runner on third and 2 outs for Joe Zeb. Now he's in situation for a pass ball or wild pitch. Let's see what this is. Zeb's first at bat of the year. Flanagan from the stretch. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball left field shallow. Bunbury is there, makes the catch. We play 2. Baltimore nothing. Kansas City nothing. Welcome, everyone, for coming in. Hotel California baseball action. This is a game. These will be a quick 2-game doubleheader. We'll be playing the Orioles and Royals here from Kansas City, and then we'll go to Cleveland for the Red Sox and Indians. This is a full stretch of games in the American League. Everyone does play on this date in history. Here is Dave Skaggs. He's 1 for 3. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Skaggs. That's a ground ball to short. Patek with the play, and there's 1 away. Here is Al Bunbury, 1 for 1. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Bunbury, and that's going to be a line drive base hit for Bunbury. He's 2 for 2. They're going to miss Bunbury in this lineup when he goes out. 75% chance for Bunbury. He does not get it. Again, can't get the lead. Leonard from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Billy Smith, and that's going to be a strikeout. 2 outs. Now here's Singleton, 0 for 1 in the ball game. Leonard from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 out. Pitch to Singleton. That's a fly ball right field. Leonard again gets out of any jams. We go to the bottom of third. Orioles nothing and the Royals nothing. Clint Hurdle, 6 for 12. 2 doubles, 2 triples, 3 RBIs. Flanagan with the windup. Here's the pitch to Hurdle. And Hurdle with it's caught by Billy Smith. 1 to 14. It was grabbed. Here's Frank White. He has 2 stolen bases on the year. He so far is 4 for 12. Flanagan with the windup. Here's the pitch to White. And White gets himself a base hit. So he gets on, I believe. And let's see, there's a base hit. That was a foul ball. So White is on again. He looks for his 3rd stolen base. Does he get it? He should, and he does. So another stolen base for White. Runner on second and 1 out for Freddie Patek. So Patek comes up. He's 1 for 1. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Patek. And that's a single for Patek. Here comes White. He'll score without a throw. And your hometown Royals lead it 1-0. So this Kansas City Royal team is a get-up-and-go team. They can run at will. So Patek can't get the lead. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to McRae. And that's a ground ball to short. That's 2. Belanger back to second. Back to first. Double play. We played 3 from the beautiful ballpark here in Kansas City. It is Royals 1, Orioles nothing. Top of the 4th. Hotel California baseball action here. Sports Time Machine will bring you the Royals and Orioles. That'll be followed by the Indians and Red Sox. Here's Murray. Leonard on the mound. Here's the pitch to Murray. That will be a fly ball center field. Otis comes in, makes the catch and 1 away. Here is Leonard. Looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to May. May on the pitch, ground ball to second. White with the play, 2 outs. So far, an outstanding outing from Dennis Leonard. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Harlow. And Harlow doubles the left field. That's trouble. That'll go in the gap. Double for Harlow with 2 outs. So now here's Doug DeCinces. Flied out his first time up. DeCinces hitting in the clutch. He does lose a couple hits, though. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to DeCinces. And DeCinces with a caught, and Freddie Patek robbed him. They'll leave a runner at second. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 KC. Here's Brett, Cowens, and Otis. Flanagan from the windup. Here's the pitch to Brett. That will be a fly ball center field. That should be Harlow. Makes the catch and is one away, and Brett is 0 for 2. Now batting Al Cowens. Fight out his first time up. Flanagan with the windup. Here's the pitch to Cowens. Cowens with a base hit. He had 14 steals on the year, so he probably got some jets. He can run 33% of the time, and he does. Here's the throw, not in time. Again, Skaggs had to throw one. He almost lost one in the center field. Cowens with a steal at second. Runner on second, 1 out for Amos Otis. He's 1 for 1. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Otis. Otis with a fly drive right at DeCinces. Cowens holds. So now here's Darrell Porter. Definitely loses stuff in the clutch, so he kind of has some issues in the one column. Flanagan from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out. The pitch to Darrell Porter. And Porter hits a line drive in the gap. Singleton with a nice running catch in the side is retired. We go to the fifth. Kansas City 1 and Baltimore nothing. 1-5-0 for KC. Baltimore 0-4-0. This is the second game of the series. Orioles won game 1, I do believe. The Orioles are 2-2. The Royals are 2-1. Here's Belanger. Leonard on the mound in the full windup. And that's going to be, again, a double center field for Belanger over Otis's head. So Belanger goes to second standing. So now Leonard in a little bit of trouble. Dave Skaggs up. They'll play the corners in, thinking they're going to bunt him over. And as an A bunter, I would say so. Weaver is not the bunting type, but he'll lay one down anyway. And Belanger gets the third. So now here's Bunbury, runner on first and 1 out. Bunbury 2 for 2. Leonard from the stretch. The Royals are not going to bring the infield in. They'll take a chance and set it back. Leonard thinks he can get the out here. Here's the pitch to Bunbury. And that's a fly ball to the right field. Cowens makes the catch. Belanger scores, and we are tied at 1. So now here's Billy Smith. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Billy. He's 0 for 2. That's a ground ball to first. Tough play for Hurdle. He's out of position. He makes a nice play. Nice play by Clint Hurdle. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. KC 1, Baltimore 1. Here's Joe Zeb, followed by Hurdle and White. Flanagan now, tie ball game, bottom of the fifth. Flanagan the lefty. Here's the pitch to the righty Zeb. Ground ball back to Flanagan. Lobs it over to Murray for out number 1. Here's Clint Hurdle. He's 0 for 1. Flanagan with the windup. Here's the pitch to Hurdle. And that'll be a strikeout for the second out. Here's Frank White. 1 for 1 with the run scored. Flanagan with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Played by DeCinces. He's got to hurry. He throws them out, and that will do it for the fifth. 1-1. We go to the sixth. Good pitcher's ball game. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Again, we'll take you to Cleveland's Municipal Stadium for the Red Sox and Indians for the nightcap. We'll have that for you after this one. Top of the sixth. Here's Singleton, Murray, and May. Leonard from the mound. Here is the pitch to Singleton. And that's going to be gone. Left center field. Otis runs out of room. Cowens runs out of room. That is gone. Ken Singleton. Singleton, a long home run, and the Orioles take a 2-1 lead. Here is Eddie Murray now. So Dennis Leonard gave up 27 home runs in 295 innings. Has that capability sometimes of giving up the gopher ball. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Murray. Murray hits a liner, and that is caught one away. So here's Lee May. He's 0 for 2. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to May. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Patek with the throw to Hurdle. 2 outs. And here's Larry Harlow. 1 for 2 for double. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Harlow. And Harlow grounds the second. White throws him out, and Dennis Leonard gets out of it. It's 2-1 Baltimore, heading to the bottom of the sixth. Game 1 of a doubleheader matchup here tonight. Hotel California, we give you 2 for the price of 1. Red Sox, Indians to follow. Flanagan looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch to Patek. Patek on a line drive. Oh, what a play there. Knocked down, cannot throw out Patek. That's an infield hit. That saved the possible double. And now Patek is on. Let's see if Patek can run. He had a stolen base earlier, I believe. We'll see if he can steal second again, and he can. Here's the throw, not in time. The third stolen base on Flanagan and Skaggs, and again, the Royals are in business for Hal McRae. He's 0 for 2, back-to-back double plays. Flanagan from the stretch, runner on second. A 1 to 11 chance to steal third, but Flanagan will go. Here's the pitch, and that will be a fly ball shallow center. Harlow with it. Patek's going to have to hold, and does. So now, lefty-lefty matchup. It's Brett versus Flanagan. Flanagan, he knows he's got Brett here. This is a matchup Flanagan wants. Runner on second, one out. Flanagan from the stretch, and here's the pitch. That would be a ground ball to third, and DeCince's come up with it, throws them out for a second big out, and now here's Cowens. Again, loses a couple hits in the clutch. He's 1 for 2. Flanagan from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. The pitch to Cowens, and he strikes him out. So Mike Flanagan through 6 is 2-1 Orioles, thanks to a Ken Singleton home run to give the Birds the lead. What a game we have here. Top of the 7th already. 2-1 Baltimore, and it's DeCince, Belanger, and Skaggs. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch to Sensei. That will be a line drive base hit. So DeCince is on. Leonard now in the 7th inning. Belanger to bat, of course. I hate to say this. Again, Earl Weaver not being a bunter manager, but this is a spot for Belanger to bunt in, and he does. So DeCince goes to second. Second bunt for the Orioles today. Earl Weaver wants wins. Here's Skaggs. Leonard from the stretch, runner on second, and that will be a ground ball short. Patek's he's got range, and he just makes the play. Hurdle had to put the tag on him. The runner will not go, and they'll hold the runner, so the runner stays. The runner on second, 2 outs for a tough Bunbury. He has an RBI sacrifice fly and a couple hits today. Now let's see what Whitey Herzog does. Now Leonard is pleading his case not to come out this ball game. On deck is Billy Smith. So they got a lot of guys who want righties in this team. So we'll look at their bullpen and see what's available. Steve Mangori would be a great option here. Does he come out and relief here in the 7th? 6 2/3 out of Dennis Leonard, usually a 290 inning pitcher. So Leonard is a full-scale 8. So let's see. Bunbury will bat. Leonard from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs, and the pitch. That is a ground ball to third. Hit at Brett. Good play. Throws him out. Good job by Brett. 7th inning stretch here in Kansas City. It's 2-1 Baltimore, thanks to a Ken Singleton home run to give the Birds the lead. So now it'll be Otis followed by Porter and Zeb against Flanagan. Again, Weaver not so sure about his bullpen. He's kind of working mirrors with them. Flanagan with a windup. Here's a pitch to Otis. That's going to be he just missed it. 5-ball center field deep. Harlow back at the track, makes the catch. Just not hitting a home run today in KC. Here's Porter. He's 0 for 2. Flanagan looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Porter. Porter this time hits a line drive. That's going to go in the gap. That'll bounce to the wall. Porter will go to second, and the Royals have the tying runner at second with 1 out for Joe Zeb. Now we're in the 7th inning, so the Royals may go to another batter here if they have someone who can hit lefties, and that someone could be Willie Wilson. So let's see if they decide to go to Wilson in this case. Who else can smash a lefty? They don't want to have to do a double or triple switch here. So they're gonna go to Wilson here. So Wilson will bat for Zeb. Wilson on the year has been up 14 times, hitting .429, has 4 stolen bases. Runner on second, 1 out. Flanagan from the stretch, and here's the pitch. And he goes to third. He goes to third on the wild pitch, so Flanagan lost it. Runner on third, 1 out. And they will bring the infield in now. Wilson a chance. Flanagan from the stretch. Porter to lead off third. And that's going to be a walk. And Wilson's on. You might as well give him second base. So now let's see what they do. Steal second. He is 100% chance. He'll get the lead. He'll go. And that is another stolen base. So Wilson steals second, and now Flanagan's in deep trouble. Second and third, one out. Baltimore leads 2-1. Clint Hurdle, the batter. They'll keep him in the lineup, although a possible better first baseman would be better here. Flanagan looks in from the stretch. Second and third, one out. Pitch from Flanagan. That will be a struck him out. Big strikeout for Flanagan. 2-1 Baltimore. 2 outs in the seventh for Frank White. So now White loses hits in the clutch. So they'll Flanagan will go ahead and pitch to him. Second and third, 2 outs. Can Flanagan work himself out of an inning? And he doesn't. He walks White, and the bases are loaded for the little Freddie Patek. Through 11 at bats, a double, 3 RBIs, hits 545 right now. 3 singles in today's ball game. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Flanagan working from the stretch. 2-1 Baltimore. Here's the pitch. That will be a line drive. No, what a play by Belanger. Stops the game. On a 1-14 single, Belanger stops it cold. The inning is over. So Willie Wilson will move to left. And boy, that could have been all for Flanagan. We played seven. It's 2-1 Orioles. What a ball game from it's Hotel California Baseball Sports Time Machine. Game one of a doubleheader. The game we follow will be the Red Sox, who are the only undefeated team in this American League replay, takes on the Cleveland Indians. 2-7-0 for Baltimore, 1-7-0 for the Royals. If you were with us last time, the Yankee Brewer game was fantastic. Mr. Ben Witz was with me, has the Brewer manager, called a great game and went right down to the last out. So this is another one going down to the last out. Smith, Singleton, Murray, and now the Royals will make the change. So Herzog will come out. He'll bring in Steve Mangori. Mangori on the year is 1-0, so he's going to look to vulture a win here. 3 innings, 1 hit ball so far. So now let's see what happens. So Billy Smith will turn around, bat right-handed, and he's not as effective against righty pitching. Let's see if they decide to maybe go somewhere else, and they could go with somebody else. Do they want to go with? Let's see, Kiko Garcia, as they say in the ball game, is not much better defensively. This is the problem you run into. I'm not going to bring in a stud like Renicky here, although it would call for it. So we will. Let's see what Billy Smith wants to do. So Dowers 301, yeah, a little bit better. No, we'll keep Smith out there. Righty on lefty. McGorry with the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive and a base hit. So Billy Smith is on, defies the odds, runner on first and nobody out. And for Ken Singleton. And now this is where Weaver and Ken Singleton are getting at odds right now. Why, oh, why would you do this? But unfortunately, you don't have reasoning with Weaver right now. And now you go to the monster, and that's Gary Renicky, and you will. So Renicky will bat, I think, but he only plays left field, so he turns into a 3. That would not make sense or Weaver baseball. I'm sorry. So they're going to go with the guy who can play right field, and that probably will be Carlos Lopez. So the Orioles will pull a pinch hitter. It will be Lopez. Normally a guy hits righties anyway. So here is Carlos Lopez hitting 375, 3 for 8, home run, 4 RBIs. Mangori from the stretch and the pitch. That will be a ground ball to third. Can Brett turn 2? Yes, he can. Double play, 5-4-3. Brett the White the Hurdle. So now here is Murray. Switch hitter batting against the lefty Mangori. Mangori with the windup and the pitch. That's a fly ball left field. That is now Wilson. He he dropped the ball out of his glove. Murray gonna go for second, and he gets in there sliding. That's a 2-base error on Willie Wilson. Let's see if that comes back and haunts him. And now here's Lee May with Harlow on deck, and they will go ahead and play the odds and give the intentional walk to Lee May. First and second, 2 outs. Harlow again, and you know what? You do that, that will force the hand of Weaver to go with Gary Renicky here. So Gary Renicky will come in, and boy, does he have power against lefties in this situation. Mangori from the stretch, top of the 8th, 2 out. The Royals now will look to their bullpen again, see if they have a righty they like. And honestly, they do not. Jim Colburn could be an option, but I wouldn't throw him here. Mingori looks like has better stuff. Just have to avoid that kind of six column and avoid the stuff on Renicky. Mingori from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be a line drive in the gap. Will score Murray. He'll go home. May stops at third, and it's 3-1 Baltimore. So Gary Renicky, thanks to an Earl Weaver managing position, here's the Sensei's 1 for 3. Mingori from the stretch and the pitch. And that will be a line drive base hit. May scores. Renicky to third, and the Orioles have opened up a 4-1 lead. So Belanger's defense will stay. Mingori from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Belanger, and that is a fly ball left field. Wilson with the catch. Side is retired. It is 4-1 Baltimore. So now what? Oh, okay. Let's see. I did not notice that, to be honest. So let's see. So we're missing a center fielder and right fielder here. So, oof, oof, oof. So let's see for Lopez. Lopez will stay in and play right field, I believe. And we'll see if Renicky can play center. He cannot. I believe he becomes a 3. That might be better. So we'll put Renicky out in center field. And it's a 4-1 ball game going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, this is game 1 of a Hotel California doubleheader. So now for the Royals here, they're running out of outs now. It'll be McRae, Brett, and Cowan. So Flanagan stays out there, a 3-run lead. The pitch from Flanagan, and that will be a line drive deep to left, 400 feet away. But Bunbury is there because there's no travel in this stadium. The ball does not get out of here fast. Flanagan now, lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Brett. Brett with the pitch, and he hits a line drive. This time it will gap between Renicky and Lopez. Brett will go to second, and the Royals have a man on with 1 out for Cowens. 1-for-3. Flanagan from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Flanagan to stay in this game. Here's the pitch to Cowens, and that's a fly ball left field. Bunbury should come up with it, makes the catch. Brett has to hold. There's 2 outs. Now here's Otis. He's 1-for-3. Flanagan looks in, stays in this game. Pitches to Otis and the pitch. That will be a base hit for Otis. Scores Brett from second, and now it's a 4-2 ball game as Mike Flanagan now having some issues. Now for Porter's bat. Porter's bat is more gifted toward lefties. John Wathan could be an option here, but then again, what does Weaver do in that situation? 400. Let's look at Porter's numbers. About the same, 305. Just a little bit higher. We'll keep Porter's bat in this lineup. It's 4-2. Last of the 8th. Flanagan from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Otis is going to try to steal, and he doesn't get there. Flanagan from the stretch to Porter. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Throws him out at second, and it's a 4-2 ball game heading to the top of the 9th. Mingori, it'll be Skaggs, Bunbury, and Smith. So we'll leave that. We'll let Mingori finish this. So now here's Mingori again. That outfield error by Willie Wilson was the start of the inning. So I'm thinking those runs by Mingori were not earned. They were not. 2 runs, both unearned. Tough situation. Mingori with the pitch to Skaggs. And that will be a ground ball to short. Tough play for Patek. Gets in front of it and throws him out. Good job by Freddie. 1 away. Here's Bunbury. Bunbury stays in the game. He's 2-for-3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. That will be a fly ball center field. Otis is there. That's 2. And now here's Billy Smith, not the goalie of the Islanders. 1-for-4 and a single back in the 8th. Mingori with the pitch to Billy Smith. And that will be a catch axe behind the plate. That's Porter. Does he not make the play? Let's see. And it's an infield hit. He dropped it in front of the plate. Billy Smith beats it out. And the inning is extended. Now here's Carlos Lopez. Mingori can't believe it. Murray on deck. Mingori from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball left field again at Willie Wilson. And it drops in front of Wilson. Unbelievable. Wilson could not make the play. Smith will go to third. And now with Murray to batter, and they will go ahead and bring out Al Herboski here. because they have to get a batter out now, and now's the time to do it. So Herboski will come in. Has a nasty slider splitter, gets righties out most of the time, not as effective versus lefties. So there's a man Hungarian going back on the mound, trying to excite this crowd today. The crowd here so far is of 36,000, and they explode with Herboski shenanigans in back of the mound. Now he has an out to get. First and third, 2 outs, a 4-2 ball game. Herboski from the stretch. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That is Otis. Can Otis make the catch? It does. Side is retired. Last licks coming up for KC. It's 4-2 Orioles. 4-12-0 for Baltimore. 2-8 2-9-1 for KC. This will be Wilson, followed by Hurdle and White, possibly a pinch hitter or two. Does Flanagan stay out in this ball game? Was he a 9 or an 8? Let's see. He was an 8. So this would be his inning of fatigue. Was the 8th inning. Let's see if Flanagan can get through this. Don Stanhouse and a couple others are in this bullpen. Hurdle from Flanagan from the windup to Willie Wilson. And that will be a fly ball left field. That's Bunbury. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Bunbury scoots over and makes the catch, and there's one out here in the ninth. Clint Hurdle 0 for 3, but he's hitting now 400. He's been on a hot streak. Hurdle will let's see if Hurdle stays in this game or not with a lefty on the mound. And they will go with, let's see, he's a first baseman. Wathan can play first in a pinch. So John, the Duke Wathan will hit. Has not gotten a bat this season. Flanagan from the stretch. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That will be a fly ball left field. Bunbury is there. It's 2 outs, and the Orioles are 1 out away from taking both here in KC. Flanagan from the windup. Frank White 1 for 2. Flanagan with the windup and the pitch. That is a walk, and the Royals have a chance. And it's going to be Freddie Podnick. He will stay in this game. 3 for 4 with an RBI. Again, you don't have to worry about hitting on the clutch. Runners at first. I don't think White will steal second base to make it worse for him. Flanagan from the stretch. 4-2 ball game. Here's the pitch to Patek. Patek with a drive to left center field. This could be trouble. Renicky cannot get it. 1-15 to score. Oh my goodness. The run does not mean anything. If White is thrown out at home, McRae's up. They're going to hold him. They're going to put up the stop sign. Second and third, and Mike Flanagan now is officially tired. Second and third, 2 outs, 4-2 Baltimore. So now let's see what they do. McRae up, and they will probably see Don Stanhouse. Stanhouse will come in this ball game. Stanhouse is as sane as Herboski is crazy. Stanhouse, no record, 2 saves, 2 innings of work, 2 walks, and a strikeout. This is what they fear. Stanhouse does not have control. Stanhouse steps on there from the stretch. Second and third, 2 outs, 4-2 Orioles. Here's the pitch to McRae. And that will be a fly ball center field. Renicky's got it, makes the catch, and the Baltimore Orioles have taken both games from the Royals. How about that? The Orioles will now go to 3-2. The Royals are 2-2. The Royals scored a run in the first. The Orioles scored a run in the fourth and fifth. Then they got 2 more in the eighth, a big one. Then the Royals came back with one of their own. Baltimore 4-12-0. Kansas City 2-10-1. The winning pitcher is Flanagan. The save to Stanhouse. The loss to Leonard. 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. So great first game. Again, this is doubleheader game, Hotel California style. The second game will send you, guess what, folks? We'll send you to Cleveland's Municipal Stadium. It will be the Boston Red Sox taking on the Kansas City Royals. Mike Torres on the mound for Boston. Wayne Garland for the Indians. Let's take you to Cleveland. Second half of our doubleheader. Let's go ahead and get the second game of this doubleheader going. You'll probably leave this Cleveland Stadium where it is, I think, but I'm just so appalled by the stadium sometimes. I like to put in the ones I enjoy to play and want to watch myself. So I do have a Cleveland ballpark I can put in. Just give me a second. We'll go ahead and get that in. The stadium will be 348 in the old Rolodex. Let's go ahead and switch that, folks. 348, and then we'll go ahead and get this second game in. We'll go over the lineups and the defense. All right, there's Cleveland Municipal Stadium ready to go for the second game of this doubleheader. And now let's enjoy ourselves as we watch the game two. So for the Indians defensively, Grubb, Manning, Dade, not bad. Total of 6 out of a possible 12. It's Bell, Blanks, Kuiper, Thornton, all good, but Blanks sucks. Pruitt behind the plate, 4E2 plus 2. Wayne Garland, 3E0 plus 9. If Boston has base runners, they could steal off him. Garland, 0-1, only pitched 4 innings in his start, gave up 8 hits and 2 walks. Red Sox lineup is going to be Remy, Burleson, Rice, Yastrzemski, Fisk, Lynn, Scott, Evans, Hobson. Same lineup they've been using. Red Sox will try to stay undefeated. Red Sox are 4-0. The Indians are 0-3. Something's got to give. Either Red Sox stay undefeated or the Cleveland Indians break the schneid. Here's Wayne Garland. He'll pitch to Remy. First pitch of the ball game. Second half of this doubleheader. Remy's hitting 400, 2 doubles and 4 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Remdog. And that'll be a walk to Remy, and there goes Remy. He's going to run. He's one of their base runners. He doesn't get it, but he'll go on to 1-14. There's the throw, and no, he got him. Good throw by Pruitt as Kuiper made a great tag. So the Red Sox quickly getting out. So tried to run with Remy, didn't work. Here's Burleson. Garland the windup. He's a right-handed pitcher. And that'll be a pop up to short. Blanks is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Mr. Rice. 15 at bats, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, hitting .533. What else is new? Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice singles the right field. So Rice is on again. Does he have some scoot power? Let's see. He gets it on a 19%, doesn't get it, so he'll stay. Garland from the stretch. Yastrzemski struggling. 18 at bats, home run, 3 RBIs, only hitting a .11. Pitch to Yaz. And Yaz a line drive, the back-to-back 1-1s. We played 1/2 inning, Boston nothing. Here come the Tribe. So on the mound, another poor holder on the mound. Yastrzemski, Lynn, Evans, probably one of the best outfielders in baseball. Total of 3. It's the best he can get. Hobson, Burleson, Remy, Scott, all good. Hobson sucks. Then he got Fisk behind the plate, a 1-2, and he got Torres, 3E12 and a +7. Torres is 1-0 with 2.35 ERA. Beat the White Sox, I believe, in his first matchup. Boston has not played at home yet this year. Yankees will home opener tomorrow's games when they play the Chicago White Sox, as they'll pull up the flag for the 1977 World Series champions. Torres with the pitch to Paul Dade. Paul Dade with a ground ball to short. Burleson throws him out, 1 away. Here's Dwayne Kuiper hitting only 154. Torres with the windup pitch to Kuiper. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field right at Yastrzemski, 2 outs. Here's Grubb. Grubb hitting well, 8 at bats, home run, 2 RBIs. Torres with the windup. And that's going to be a walk to Grubb. He's on again. He's been on a lot. Here's Thornton hitting 200 with 1 RBI. Torres with the whip from the stretch in the pitch. That's a pop up to short. Burleson is there, and we played 1 here in Cleveland. Boston nothing and Cleveland nothing. Top of the second, we go here at the second game of this doubleheader from Municipal Stadium. Garland on the mound to Fisk. Fisk only hitting 125. Here's the pitch from Fisk. And that'll be a walk to Fisk. And now here's Freddie Lynn. This is a situation Lynn wants. Lynn from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a liner, and it's caught by Kuiper, 1 away. And here's great George Scott. 353, 3 doubles, and 3 ribbies. Garland from the stretch, the pitch. That will be a ground ball to first. Let's see if Thornton can turn 2. He does. On a 3. He turned to a 3, and he turned to double play. 3-6-3. Nice return by Lavelle Blanks. We go to the bottom second. Boston nothing. Cleveland nothing. Here's Willie Horton. Let's see if he hears a who. 12 at bats, 1 double and a ribby. Torres with the windup. Here's the pitch to Willie. And Horton, ground ball to third. Hobson with the throw. Doesn't throw out his elbow. 1 away. Here's Lavelle Blanks. So far, 4 for 12 and an RBI. Torres with windup. Here's the pitch to Blanks. And that's a fly ball to center. Lynn is there. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs for Buddy Bell. Bell struggling. 1 for 11 so far on the year. Torres with a windup to Bell. And that's a fly ball left field walk. And Yaz is there. Makes the catch. We play 2. No score here in Cleveland. So now here's Evans. He'll be followed by Hobson and Remy. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Evans. And that's going to be a line drive base hit for Evans. He's on at first. Let's see if he can run. We don't know that. 28% can't say. And he does. He gets the lead and gets the stolen base and gets the third on the Pruitt error. So Evans takes advantage, skips up, goes to third, and the Red Sox got a runner at third, nobody out for Butch Hobson through 11 at bats, hitting 182. Garland from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hobson, and that's a strikeout now with one out. Here's Remy. He walked his first time up, then got thrown out stealing. Garland from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Remy, and that's a ground ball back to the mound. Garland with the throw. Evans holds, and now there's two outs. So now here's Burleson 0 for 1. Doesn't hit well in the clutch. Loses three shots on the two column. Garland from the stretch. Evans takes a slight lead off third. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Dade is there, makes the catch. We play 2.5, no score. Boston and the Indians. So got ourselves a little bit of a ball game here. Here is Manning, Pruitt, and Dade. Torres off the mound. Here's the pitch to Manning. And that's a fly ball center field. Lynn is there, makes the catch one away. Here's Ron Pruitt. He's been taking advantage out there with his arm and the fielding. We'll see if he can maybe make amends. He's hitting 273 in 11 at bats. Torres with a windup. Here's the pitch to Pruitt. And that's a ground ball to short, picked up by Burleson. Got it, throws him out. Good job by Burleson. Good strong arm. Two outs, and here's Dade, 0 for 1 with the ground out. Torres with the windup. Here's the pitch to Dade. And that's going to be a base hit center field. First hit of the ball game. Let's see if Dade wants to run. He gets picked off 11%, and he does to end the inning. He did have a chance to get picked off on his card. No, there is no replay review. Dade is picked off. We play 3, Boston nothing, Cleveland nothing as Torres picks off Paul Dade. Here's Jim Rice. Single his first time up, having a great start as always. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice with a line on a base hit. Rice is 2 for 2. Now here's Yastrzemski. Garland from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yaz, a fly ball left field. Grubb is there. No advancement. And there's one out. Here's Fisk. Walked his first time up. Garland from the stretch. Runner on first, one out. Pitch to Carlton. And that'll be a ground ball to third. That's hit at Bell. That could be 2. And he turns it. Brett, the Kuiper to Thornton. Good Indian infield. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We have a no-score ball game here at Cleveland. So here's Kuiper. He'll be followed by Grubb and Thornton. Torres on the mound. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. And Kuiper with the line and a base hit. He gets one by. The ball has eyes. So now Kuiper may try to steal because of the bad. Oh, no, he won't. Bad numbers. So Kuiper stays where he's at. So now here's John Grubb. Let's see if he can do anything with the bat here. Grubb is a B bunter. Boston not playing the bunt. So this is a situation where Grubb has a lot of stuff on that right side, and they'll probably bat him here. Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Grubb, and that's a strikeout, and he walks away. Maybe should have bunted. Here is Andre Thornton, very underappreciated, underrated player, hitting 182, home run, 11 RBIs, has an excellent season he would be working on. Torres from the stretch to Thornton, and Thornton with a walk. Now there's 2 on and 1 out for Willie Horton. Again, he's looking to hear a who here. 13 at bats, only a hit. RBI, Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a fly ball center field. Lynn's going to come under it. Kuiper's going to have to hold, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Blanks, kind of a tough little hitter. Through 13 at bats, has a double and a ribby. Torres from the stretch gets hurt a little bit on a clutch, but not in a bad situation. Torres from the stretch to Blanks, and that's a fly ball left field. Yastrzemski is there, and we played 4. How about that? We go to the 5th, no score here in Cleveland. Boston, no runs on 3 hits. The Indians, no runs, 2 hits, and an error. Top of the 5th, Hotel California. This is game 2 of a doubleheader. The first one, the Orioles and Royals, was a very exciting, fun game. Make sure you go back and listen. If you're watching this game after the fact, which will be the case, please like and please subscribe and enjoy the action while you're here. Let's go ahead. Hit, and it will be Lynn, Scott, and Evans. Garland with the windup to Lynn, and that will be a fly ball right field. Dade is there and makes the catch and one away. Here is Scott. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Scott. And that will be a liner, and it's caught for 2 outs. Holy smokes. 2 outs, just got robbed. Here's Evans. Single, stole second, got stranded at third. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch. That will be a fly ball right field. Tough play for Dade. Makes the running catch. So Dade comes in, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. We have a no-score ball game here at Municipal Stadium. So Bell followed by Manning and Pruitt. Torres with the windup. Here's the pitch to Bell, and that's a fly ball center. Lynn will put the glove up, make the catch, and there's one away. Here's Rick Manning. Torres with a windup. Here's the pitch to Manning. Manning with a line drive base hit for Manning. Let's see if Manning wants to run. He's always known to have some ooh. Gets picked off at a 19%. Does he want to try it? He's going to try, and he doesn't get it. So he doesn't get picked. Stays at first. So now here's Ron Pruitt. He's 0 for 1. Torres from the stretch in a pitch. And now we have popped up the second. Remy is there, calls them off, and there's 2 outs. Okay, so 2 outs. Here is Paul Dade, 1 for 2. Torres from the stretch. And Dade with a strikeout. We go to the 6th. No score from Cleveland. Boston with 3 hits. Cleveland with 3 hits. Cleveland with a lone error. Top of the 6th. It'll be Hobson, Remy, Burleson. Garland on the mound. Here's the pitch to Hobson. And that's a fly ball center field. Manning, one of the best. Oh, almost went over his head. He makes a great catch. He had to turn around and got it, and he almost flew over his head. Only Manning and all ones in center make that catch. So here's Remy, 0 for 1 with a walk. Garland with the windup and the pitch. And that's a fly ball left field. Grubb is there. Wayne Garland pitching with absolute mirrors with 2 outs here in the 6th. Garland, a right-hander to Burleson. Here's the pitch from Garland to Burleson. That is a ground ball to short. 6 innings out of Wayne Garland. No score. So now here's Kuiper, followed by Grubb and Thornton. So Mike Torres looking to get out of this here. Both teams with 3 hits. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. 1-7 fly ball to center. Lynn there makes the catch, 1 out. And now here's Johnny Grubb. Walked and struck out. Torres with a windup. Here's the pitch to Grubb. And Grubb, fly ball to right field, had his pitch. Evans there makes the catch, 2 outs. And now here's Andre Thornton. He's popped up and walked. Torres looks in with the big windup, the pitch to Thornton. That's all 6s. Fly ball to deep center. Lynn is there, makes the catch. And we go to the top of the 7th inning with Jim Rice comes to bat. No score here in Cleveland. What a ball game. Hotel California. This is the second half of our doubleheader. And it is a barn burner. Red Sox trying to stay undefeated. The Indians try to get their first win. Rice 2 for 2. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Rice. And that's a ground ball to short. Blanks with an easy throw. 1 away. Here's Yastrzemski. Boy, he is just not seeing the ball well right now. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yaz fly ball to right field. Dade is there. Makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. Here's Fisk. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Garland with the windup, the pitch to Fisk, and that's a ground ball to third. Bell with the play, and guess what? 7th inning stretch here in Cleveland. Boston nothing, Cleveland nothing. Both teams with 3 hits. Horton blanks Bell, bottom of the 7th. Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Willie Horton. Horton with a line drive. No! What a play right there at Hobson. Makes the catch. Single won the 16, got the 19. So Cleveland not getting any breaks. Here's Blanks. He's 0 for 2. Torres with the windup and the pitch. Line drive to short. Burleson there. 2 outs. Here's Buddy Bell 0 for 2. Struggling, as we say. 1 for 13. Small sample size. Torres with the windup. Here's the pitch to Bell. And Bell, ground ball back to Torres. 3-12. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Hit it right at him. Almost didn't see it. Gets the glove. Has the trouble throwing out, but he gets it over to first. And we played 7 here in Cleveland. No score between the Indians and Red Sox. Holy smokes. We have a pitcher's dual delight here. Top of the 8th. Let's get our official attendance of the ball game. Only 6,000, so not many people here at all for this late April game. Probably freezing cold out here in the tundra of Cleveland in April. Lynn, Scott, Evans will bat in the 8th. Garland with the windup. Here's the pitch to Lynn. Lynn with a base hit center field. Fourth hit for the Red Sox. Let's see if Lynn can run. This can become, and he gets picked way too much, so Lynn holds. And now George Scott, the batter. He's 0 for 2. The Indians don't have a strong bullpen. That's been said before. Now we'll see if they have someone who can come out and get people out. So Mike Paxton, who's not started, 13 hits, 7 innings, should have a better card than what we're looking at. Does Paxton come out to get some righties out before you get Kern or Manji in? So Paxton will be the new pitcher. So Wayne Garland gets a nice ovation from this light crowd. So Paxton will be the new righty here. Again, no record, 10.29 ERA, 13 hits, 7 innings, 2 walks. That's 15 base runners over 7 innings. So not so good. But you got to use what you have in your bullpen, and Paxton is ready. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch to Scott, and he strikes him out one away. And now here is Evans. He's 1 for 2. Paxton from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Evans. Evans, line drive, double play. Lynn gets doubled off. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. No score. Cleveland still looking for that first win. Boston looks to stay undefeated. So now here is Manning, followed by Pruitt and Dade. Again, Torres to stay out there. So Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Manning. And that's a strikeout for Torres. Good job there. That's his third. And now here is Ron Pruitt. He's 0 for 2. Bottom of the 8th. Yes, they can pinch hit. Let's see who is in there. Who's out there? The strongest hitter offensively could be a Jim Norris type or Wayne Cage. I'm leaning toward Jim Norris. I guess the catcher would be Bo Diaz, the young Bo Diaz. How about that? Rest in peace. Here is Jim Norris. So they get him out of the game. Norris will bat, has some stuff. This could be an interesting matchup. Torres with a windup. Here's the pitch to Norris. And he ground ball to second. Remy throws him out 2 away. And here's Paul Dade. He's 1 for 3. Torres with a windup and the pitch to Dade. And that's a ground ball to second. Torres has given you 8 strong innings. We have no score in the ballpark today. So now Paul Dade is a 3E15. Norris a 3E5, the +1. So Jim Norris will stay in the game, play right field, which means we'll need a new catcher, and that will mean Bo Diaz. So Bo Diaz -1 arm, not good otherwise. And now we go to the top of the 9th inning, no score. It will be Hobson, Remy, Burleson against Paxton. And now what do you do? Righty, lefty, righty. Here we go. Paxton wind up to Hobson. And that's going to be a line drive to first right at Thornton. Here's Remy, 0 for 2 and a walk. Paxton looks in. Here's the pitch to Remy. Remy on a base hit, Remy. Now, can he do the job? 1 to 12 on the run, 44%. He gets the lead. The throw not in time. Remy steals second. So the Red Sox do little small ball action. Here's Burleson. He'll hit against Paxton here. On deck is Rice. That is an absolutely dangerous position to be in. Paxton from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Burleson. That's a fly ball center field. There'll be 2 outs. Manning with the catch. Now a struggling Yastrzemski. Rice is 2 for 3, gets the intentional walk. First and second, 2 out, no score. Yaz the batter, he's 0 for 3. So Yaz steps up. Boy, can you say struggle in his body right now. But he is a Hall of Famer. First and second, 2 outs. Paxton from the stretch. And you know what? Cleveland will come out. They'll get out Jim Kern. Kern, nasty against left-handed pitching, will come in and try to get that out. So now it makes Yaz a little stronger, but Kern, if you go on him, he will get you. First and second, 2 out. Kern will try to get this last out. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. Walks him, and the bases are now loaded for Fisk. And now with the old 3-batter minimum I try to play with, Kern will stay in. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Fisk. A base hit will give the Red Sox a lead here. So Kern looks in. From the mound, bases loaded, 2 out. The batter he had to get out was Yaz. He loses him. Fisk waits. Yeah, Fisk loses only 1 hit in the clutch. It's on a 112, low odds. Here's the pitch to Fisk. That will be a strikeout and good pitch by Kern. Indians look to win the first game of the year. Bottom of the ninth, no score from Municipal Stadium. Holy cow. We may be going extra innings, folks. Or do the Indians walk it off? It's going to be Kuiper, Grubb, Thornton. This is who the Indians want in there. Torres will stay in this game. He's been absolutely fantastic. Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. Kuiper on a line drive gets the base hit, so Kuiper's 2 for 4. It's going to be Johnny Grubb, and I think they are. Let's see. They're looking at the Cleveland lineup card. Who can come in and hit a lefty? It might be Horace Speed in that situation, but the Red Sox are going to take. Ooh, do not let Andre Thornton beat Bergmeyer here, though. So Red Sox need to make a choice, a smart choice. So Bob Stanley, yes, Ron Junkett. Bob Stanley's only he's gotten one save on the year, one appearance. He comes in right-handed pitching, has 10 saves on this season. Good stuff, not bad card. Again, ballpark singles here, 1 to 4, home runs, 1 to 3, 1 to 5. So odds are definitely, if you have a bad pitcher's card with home runs, it actually will play to your park's favor. So Stanley in this situation tries to get a couple out. Sinker ball pitcher to Johnny Grubb. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Grubb. That's going to be a ground ball double play. Remy, Burleson, Scott, 2 for the price of 1. There's 2 outs. Bob Stanley does his job. Now here's Andre Thornton. He's got monster power here. Again, ballpark power does not do him favors. Stanley with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a line drive, and we go free baseball. We go to the 10th, no score. So Jim Kern will stay out there. Pitch to Lynn, Scott, and then Evans. You'll get a new pitcher, I think, if you go past Lynn here. Kern with the windup to Lynn. Lynn on a fly ball left field at Grubb. Makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So now here's George Scott with 1 out. Kern looks in. Here's the pitch to Scott. Scott struck him out. Kern again looking good. Here's Dwight Evans 1 for 3. Kern with the windup. Here's the pitch to Evans. That will be a ground ball to short. Tough play for Blanks. Really tough. He throws in the dirt, and Thornton cannot dig it out. That's an E6. So now Evans is on, and he'll stay where he's at. Here's Hobson. 0 for 3 hitter. On deck is Remy. Kern looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hobson. Hobson struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Still no score. Indians look to walk it off. Red Sox look to stay undefeated. The Indians look for their first win. Stanley looks in, stays in. Here's a pitch to Willie Horton. And that's a strikeout for Horton. Here's Blanks. Stanley at the windup. Here's the Blanks. And that's going to be a catch X. The play is made 2 away right in front of the plate. Fisk comes up and throws him out. Here's Buddy Bell. He's 0 for 3. Stanley with the windup, the Bell. And that's a base hit for Bell. He needed that one. And now here's Rick Manning. He's 1 for 3. On deck is Norris. Bergmeyer is ready. And I don't think they have someone to play right field. This would be a situation. So Stanley from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Manning. And that's a catch X. That's Fisk. Does he make the play? He gets the pop up, and the inning is over. Free baseball continues. We wipe the scoreboard clean. We're in the 11th. No score from Cleveland. Both teams with 5 hits. Cleveland with a couple errors. Hotel California, we have a late checkout for extra innings. Top of the 11th. What a tremendous ball game. Remy now will bat against Kern. Kern with 99 innings is definitely a long pitcher. So Kern will stay in and pitch to Remy. Here's the pitch. That's a single for Remy. So Remy is on again. We'll see if Remy wants to run. 44% says he can. Here's the throw. He got thrown out again. Remy thrown out by Bo Diaz. So Boston tried to steal a base, and now Remy's got thrown out twice. So Kern to Burleson. That will be a walk. Oof. Now you don't have that base open, but if you talk to David Cohn, to him, a base open is a base open. Doesn't have to be run on second and third with first base open. If you have somebody as awesome as Jim Rice is, you probably don't give him a pitch to hit, and he pitched to Yastrzemski, who has been struggling. Manji is ready. And yes, Cleveland will walk Rice again. You're not going to let Rice beat you here. First and second one out here is your Stremski. And that, then again, you're pitching to Kern's strength with a righty lefty situation. Kern will stay in there from the stretch. First and second one out, pitch to Yaz. That will be a fly ball right field. Norris is there. Let's see if Burleson wants to run. He will try to go to third. He's in there without even a throw. First and third, 2 outs. Burleson 90 feet from the lead. Now here's Fisk. Kern looks in from the stretch, gets the sign. Here's a pitch to Fisk. And ground ball to third, goes to second. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Still no score. Norris, Diaz, Kuiper. Let's look at the Cleveland bench. They look at it too. They would see who's out there. Horace Speed is a 3. He would probably hit against Bergmeyer in that situation. Again, which odds do you like better? So again, we'll look at the statistics here. Norris, a 404. If Speed was to hit a lefty, I wonder if that would be much more. He had no home runs. You know what? They're gonna let Horace Speed beat him. So here comes Don Zimmer, and they will go get Tom Bergmeyer here. Bergmeyer's pitched well for this Red Sox out of this bullpen. 2 saves, 4 innings, 1 hit. He'll come in here and try to get a batter out. Norris, and here comes Horace Speed. So Speed will come in, and yes, his numbers does improve much against lefties. So this is a tough situation. Let's see if Zimmer made the right choice. Bottom of the 11th. Here's the pitch. And that will be a base hit for Speed. So he gets it on Bergmeyer's card. And against righties, that is a situation you got to deal with now. So now Bergmeyer in a little bit of trouble with the righties coming up. Got a couple lefties back to back, though. Bergmeyer from the stretch needs a double play now. Here's the pitch. Base hit right field. They will hold Speed there. Cleveland is a runner on second away from getting their first win of the year and knocking Boston from the undefeateds. First and second, nobody out, bottom of the 11th inning. And here is Kuiper. You know he wants to bunt. Let's see if Kuiper can. You know he probably can. No power. Yeah, he's laying that bunt down. He's showing the bat to Bergmeyer. Let's see if he does or not. Does he throw the bat? He does. And Speed and Diaz will move up. Now the Red Sox got to bring everyone up. This is a lefty-lefty matchup. And this is where you don't want. You got Dick Drago come. He's in the bullpen. He'll pitch to Thornton if Grubb gets in or not. So now let's see what Cleveland can do. Do they have anybody else who can play left field? The answer would be sort of no. Teddy Cox. So to me, they would have to back Grubb here. Second and third, 1 out. Infield, outfield, in. Bergmeyer from the stretch. Here is the pitch. That we a strikeout for Bergmeyer. He was in his hothouse. Now your choice is to walk Thornton or pitch to Horton. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I think the Red Sox would go to Drago here. They'll go to Drago. He can give them 70 plus innings. This is where you want Drago for. So Drago will pitch to Thornton. Second and third, 2 outs. Thornton gets a hit in the clutch. So his card stays pretty good. Again, ballpark singles work against Thornton in this situation. Drago from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Thornton. And a deep drive left field. This ball is deep. This ball is far. It is gone. The Cleveland Indians get their first win of the year as Andre Thornton hits a 3-run moonshot. And the Cleveland Indians win this 3-0. The Red Sox will drop to 4-1. The Indians will go to 1-3. The winning pitcher is going to be Kern. Goes 2 1/3, 1 hit, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Paxton does a great job, inning and 2/3, 1 hit. What a job by Garland. 7 innings, 4 hits. Torres, what a game for Torres. 8 innings, 4 hits. Stanley gave you 2 innings of 1 hit ball. Drago, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. That was the factor. Drago came in, gave up the long ball, which scored the runs that Bergmeyer had put on base. Final score, Cleveland 3, Boston 0. 3-8-2 for Cleveland. 3-run homer by Thornton. Red Sox 0-6-0. Red Sox left 8 on base. The Indians 5. For the Red Sox, Remy and Rice with 2 hits, 2 intentional walks. Cleveland manager pitched around Rice as much as they could. Kuiper 2 for 4, and he was a big star as Thornton was 1 for 4 with a 3-run boom shot. Indians win at 3-0. They'll get out and win their first game. Red Sox lose their first game. Let's take a look at the schedule real quick, and I'll say our goodbyes. Again, Wednesday, April 12th, we'll go to Milwaukee. Ken Holtzman against Moose Haas. That's a day game from County Stadium. Toronto at Chicago, Dave Lamasic and Steve Stones. Our next doubleheader we'll see will probably be those two games on April 12th, 1978, as we play Stratomatic 1978 American League replay. Thank you, folks, for coming in who do watch this later, watch this now. I appreciate everyone. Please like, please subscribe. This has been the Sports Time Machine. Let's get in the time machine and get out right now as the Cleveland Indians win this one by a score of 3-0 in extras. And then the Baltimore Orioles take care of the Royals in our first game. Two great matchups in this night of baseball.